उसे पता था, पर नटखट वो फिर भी थी। हाँ, राय का पहाड़ बनाए भी ना तो शायद उसे खाना तो क्या अपनी अगली सांस भी हजम ना हो। किसी कहानी की हीरोइन या कलाकार की मूर्त वो नहीं थी। गलतियां करना भी उसके दिन की परियोजनाओं में शामिल था, या यूं कहिए गलतियां भी उन्हें वो सोच के ही किया करती थी। ये तो एक किस्सा ही बन गया, एक जीती जागती जान का और मेघाली के अरमानों का।
पका धानर माजे माजे हरु हरु आलियो हरु हरु आली। माँ माँ माँ, मैं आज कॉलेज से आके टाइपिंग क्लास नहीं जाऊंगी। हर रोज कॉलेज और फिर क्लास, मुझसे नहीं होता ये सब।
मेघाली, तू हमेशा अपनी ही मनमर्जी करती है। थोड़ी बहुत टाइपिंग सीख लेगी तो क्या मुसीबत होगी तुझे, क्या पता कब काम आ जाए। चल अब माथा टेक और कॉलेज जा।
माँ, मुझसे नहीं होता ये
मेघाली, मेघाली, पूरे दिन हम कामकाज में लगे रहते हैं। भगवान की पूजा हमें हमारे करीब लाती है, ये तुम्हारे अपने लिए जरूरी है।
और जब मेरी शादी होगी, मेरी सास मुझे घर से बाहर निकाल देगी, क्योंकि मैं हर रोज भगवान की पूजा तो नहीं करती। छोड़ो ना माँ, मैंने भी अपनी सास को पूजा पाठ करवाना नहीं छुड़ाया, तो मेरा भी नाम मेघाली नहीं।
शादी की जल्दी क्यों है तुझे?
नहीं माँ, जल्दी कहाँ, बहुत जल्दी है।
Even before marriage also I used to think marriage is something that is a lasting relationship, and it is between there's this husband and wife where, and I think I was very naive and very inexperienced, and naturally everyone is like that, I think, I don't know, but I thought of keeping house and making this home a warm, a loving home where I would always be, you know, staying at home, or even if I go to work, I would come back home and look after my family and cater to my family's needs, and especially where my husband is concerned, I would always be there for him, and he would always look after me and take care of me.
सच पूछिए तो दुख भरी कहानी सुनाना कितना आसान होता है, पर ये बयान करना कि वो खुश थी और उनकी एक आम जिंदगी थी, वो आपकी और मेरी कहानी थी, किसी दुख भरी दास्तान की हीरोइन नहीं। कुछ अटपटा सी लगता है ना, पर क्या मैंने आपसे ये तो नहीं कह दिया कि मैं आपको मेघाली की कहानी सुनाने जा रही हूँ? अरे जनाब, अगर उसने सुन लिया कि उसके बारे में बातें हो रही हैं, तो यहाँ से लेके समुंदर पार तक अपनी तारीफों की पुल बांधती हुई चली आएगी।
पता है, आज फिर माँ से मैंने अपनी शादी की बात की। क्या तुझे लगता है वो पापा से बात करेगी? सच, मीनाल की शादी के बाद तो ऐसा लगता है कि जल्दी तेरी भी शादी हो जाए। वही तो, जो सुख माँ बाप के घर में है, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा पिया के आंगन में, क्योंकि आखिर मेरे सपने, मेरी आकांक्षाएं, मेरी दीवारों के रंग, मेरे कमरे की सजावट और मेरे रसोई के बर्तन, ये सब ख्वाब और उससे जुड़ी कहानियाँ तो पिया के घर में पूरी होंगी ना। शायद तू सही बोल रही है। विवाह ही सही मायने में एक लड़की की जिंदगी का सबसे बड़ा इम्तिहान और परिणाम है। कभी कभी मैं सोचती हूँ कितना सुंदर नियम है, और इसकी कसौटी तो उससे भी सुंदर, दो जीवनों का मिलन। मुझे पूरा यकीन है कि माँ और बाबूजी तेरी शादी एक ऐसे इंसान से करेंगे जो शादी को एक सपने की तरह देखता हो। वो तो है ही, मेरे वो अपने और मेरे बारे में अलग अलग नहीं, हमारे बारे में सोचेगा। उसे भी तलब होगी प्यार की, और उस प्यार के इजहार की।
और आप लोग क्या सोचने लगे? हाँ जी, उसका सपना पूरा हुआ, शादी। जी हाँ, मेघाली की शादी हुई। मैंने शादी की रोज मेघाली के चेहरे में एक अजीब सा सुख देखा था और उस सुख को दर्शाता एक दुख, मानो मेघाली के सपनों के बादलों को माँ और बाबूजी की जुदाई ने घेरा हो।
That was really how I expected marriage, and I really believe it was going to be like that, because I hadn't seen any much of a broken family in my own in the environment where I've been brought up.
भाभी, अब आप आ गई है ना, तो आप ही भैया को संभाल के रखना। पता है, कई दिन भैया घर वापस ही नहीं आते। अब वैसे तो दुकानदार और कारीगरों के बीच में काम करते करते उनका हाल काफी खराब हो जाता है, पर शाम को आते हैं, 2-3 घंटे सोकर फिर गायब। क्या छोड़ो। अच्छा भाभी, ये बताओ, क्या आप पहले भैया से मिली थी? पर मैं तो जरूर मिलूंगी अपने होने वाले पति से। भाभी, अब आपकी और भैया की शादी हो गई है ना, तो अब जल्दी से मेरी शादी की बात भी करना, वरना मैं गवाह की हड्डी बनी रहूंगी।
मामूली,
तुम्हारे भैया कहाँ है? अपने कोने वाले कमरे में अपने दोस्तों के साथ बैठे हैं। थोड़ी विस्की या सोडा पिला। भाभी, माँ ने कहा है आपको उस कमरे में नहीं जाना।
मामूली, क्या तुम्हारे भैया बहुत पीते हैं?
हाँ, पीते तो हैं, और उस कमरे में जाके करेंगे भी तो क्या।
माँ जी और बाबूजी ने कभी उन्हें मना नहीं किया?
मना? वो भी भैया को? अरे बाप रे भाभी, भैया के गुस्से से सबको बहुत डर लगता है। मेरी मानो तो आप भी कुछ मत कहना भैया से, वरना पता नहीं कब क्या। नहीं कुछ नहीं। भाभी, तो मैं भी चलती हूँ। हाँ,
When did you start sensing that maybe something was wrong, or when did you really start getting uncomfortable about?
It was right after my daughter was born. Like when I got married, I was already carrying her, and then she was only about 2 months. I started feeling that things weren't as bright and rosy as I thought they would be. It was more of a mental thing in the beginning. He would sort of harass me mentally. If I just go out to a relative's place, then he would start quarreling, and he would start saying all kinds of things that really I couldn't understand at that time, because how could someone who says he loves me and someone I love very much say all these horrible things and things about being suspicious about even just to go to a relative's place, or not to say to a friend's place. I never had any friends anymore.
माँ, देखो तो भैया की हरकतों को। पहले तो भाभी ने भैया को प्यार से बुलाया और कहा कि आज शाम आप हमारे साथ घर पर ही रहिए। फिर भैया उन पे चिल्लाने लगे और उन्हें हटाने की कोशिश की, पर जब भाभी नहीं मानी तो भैया ने उन्हें एक थप्पड़ मारा। तब तक पूरा आस पड़ोस में इकट्ठा हो गया, और भाभी चुपचाप अपने कमरे में चली आई और अब तक रो रही है। अब भैया को क्यों कुछ नहीं कहते?
कहते हैं आईना कभी झूठ नहीं बोलता, और जब आईना एक दोस्त बन जाए तो सब कुछ साफ साफ कह ही डालता है। मेघाली की जिंदगी से मानो अब उसकी हाथों की मेहंदी जैसे धुलकर निकल गई हो, और उसके सपने भी। और उस पे हाथ तो ऐसे चलने लगा मानो कोई वजह ही ना हो। अगर श्रीमान को लगे कि चाय ज्यादा ठंडी है तो भी, और चाय ज्यादा गर्म है तो भी। पर मेघाली करती हुई तो क्या, शादी की तो उसे ही जल्दी थी ना। जिस शीशे से नजरें मिलाए घंटों बातें करती थी, आज उसी शीशे से मुंह छुपाए पीने लगी थी वो।
बहुत पी के आया था वो। हाँ, कुछ बात हुई?
नहीं।
अच्छा, तुमने जो हलवा बनाया था वो उसे कैसा लगा?
पता नहीं।
वो किसी दोस्त के साथ आया था क्या?
हाँ।
क्या दोस्त लड़की थी?
नहीं।
अच्छा, तुमने जो उसे शर्ट दिया था वो उसे कैसा लगा?
पता नहीं।
हाँ, नहीं, पता नहीं। हाँ, नहीं, पता नहीं। हाँ, नहीं, पता नहीं।
हाँ, नहीं, पता नहीं।
Yeah, the physical, I don't know whether you should call it physical abuse. That now when I think back, it was more of a, I hate to say it, but I mean, I have to say it, it's a sexual abuse. I mean, how can this happen, you know, from your own husband when he would just sort of have force things on you, and it hurts so much, and but then still I kept quiet and I wouldn't say anything to anyone. It was too shameful, and I didn't want to even think about it. I would just push it to the back of my mind and try to make things better and try to make put more effort into making the person whom I love happy, and okay, so that these things would stop.
सपने देखना और फिर उनसे समझौता करना, ये भी जिंदगी का एक रूप है। कोई लड़की जब सपना देखने लगती है तो साथ ही उसके टूटने पर खुद को संभालना भी सीख लेना चाहिए। मेघाली को कभी कोई कमी महसूस नहीं होने दी मैंने, पर कभी उसकी मांगे पूरी करने की कोशिश भी नहीं की। हम दोनों ने तो शायद आजकल खुलकर बात भी नहीं करी।
And try to hope and pray that it would get better and that he would not become violent. But then it always, he would, as he got more and more into alcoholism, every day it became a daily thing. And towards evening I was absolutely afraid, scared. What would he, in what condition would he come in? Would he be violent? And I used to pray and hope that, try my best to make things, good, so that he would not be violent, especially when he's drunk. And I used to pray that he would not come home drunk, but sometimes he would come home sober, but most of the times he would be drunk, and the violence would start. The fact that I come from this matrilineal society where, the rest of the country believe that it's where women are more free and have more freedom and they can move about freely, and especially, definitely, they never thought that the woman, there would be this kind of domestic violence in such a society. Maybe rare cases, but not really, at such an extent. Because I can see now that in this society, almost 1 out of 5 homes, I think, 1 out of every 5 homes, I think, experiences domestic violence. It does happen in this society, and especially among the middle class society. I'm one, and there are many others, and it's really ironic that this thing is happening. But because it is a matrilineal society, women are supposed to be strong and independent and all the more important why we feel that we should hide it.
Okay.
You see, we should not let it be known to the rest of the world. We feel we should not go and expose our dirty laundry in public and all that.
मामूनी मुझे सब कुछ बताती रहती, मेघाली और मेरे बेटे के बारे में, पर मैं कुछ बोल भी तो नहीं सकती थी। वो तो उन दोनों के बीच की बात थी, और बोलूं भी तो क्या? आप तो मेरे बेटे के गुस्से को जानते ही हैं।
Yeah, early in the marriage, when the physical violence hadn't happened much, I just didn't want to talk. I didn't even think about talking to anyone. I thought these things were very private and I should not talk about that. I should not even give any indication that I'm going through this. And especially the sexual violation, the marital rape, whatever you call it. I didn't even think of it in that way at that time, but now I take it as that. I thought, it was something that I should keep within myself. I should not even let my immediate family know. I would try to hide things. I would never ever talk about this. Didn't even think about talking to other people. These things may be happening in other societies, in not our Khasi society, because we Khasis, we don't talk about. Why should we talk about it? We have our prestige. We have our what you call akor. Akor means it's the behavior, a particular behavior and mannerism of the Khasis, which is well known to other people in this region and in Meghalaya especially. That you don't talk about these things. So it's klam akor. Klam akor means without manner and without any social behavior kind of thing. You don't talk about this. So why should we go and talk about it? So it's more important, I think. That's why many women in Khasi women who are undergoing this kind of violence in their own homes will not talk about it.
माँ भाभी आज भी बहुत रोई। भैया ने अपने दोस्तों के सामने भाभी को जोर से कुछ कहा। मुझे तो भैया पर कभी कोई बहुत गुस्सा आता है। वो ये सब करते क्यों हैं? आपको खबर भी है, 2 साल होने को आई शादी को, और भैया ने तो शायद आज तक सीधे वो भाभी के साथ बात तक नहीं की। और भाभी गुमसुम अपने घर पे बैठी भैया की राह देखती रहती है, ये आशा लेकर कि कभी तो भैया उन्हें प्यार से बुलाए, मारपीट ना करे। आप
When the violence started, the physical violence started, I really felt very, very sorry for myself. And every time I have thought, every time we have separated, he's with either in anger and when he comes home and he's drunk, and then he starts inflicting this physical hurt on me, and then either that night itself he would go off, or the next day something would happen and I would just get into a quarrel and talk about the previous night's happenings, and sometimes I would tell him to just get out. I have told that several times, and he would go off. But then after a week or 2 weeks, or he would go off by himself without me saying get out or anything like that. But he would come back, or I would go back. Most of the time I would go back and call him. And then he would say that, I've come back to him, I've come to call him back, and it got worse but I didn't realize this, of course. I kept on doing these several times. I don't know how many times, 10, 12, 13 times we have separated, like this temporary separations. And he's come back, and I always thought and hoped that things would get better, but they never got, they got worse.
All over the world, women are reluctant to approach the courts because going to court is a very tiresome process, and there is always a hope that the relationship will work. So women wait until they reach a point where they know that the relationship is not going to work, and they're desperate and they really want relief.
मेघाली तो एक ऐसी लड़ाई लड़ रही थी जिसमें लड़ने वाली भी अकेली थी और लड़ाई करने वाली भी अकेली थी। यही अकेलापन उसकी जिंदगी में लगा हुआ एक दाग था। उसके सपने और उन सपनों में देखे हुए सपने, ममता देने और पाने की चाहत, सब कुछ एक भागती हुई परछाई बनकर रह गई थी।
But later on, when the physical violations took place, I often longed for, someone whom I could talk to, who would understand. But I never could find this person. Maybe I never really made an effort also to find the person or someone or something to turn to and just share these bad experiences.
अगर दहेज का झगड़ा होता तो मैं सुलझा लेती। अगर मेरी सास बुरी होती तो मैं उसे मना लेती।
She has a criminal remedy under section 498A. She can lodge a complaint with the police and her spouse can be prosecuted for treating her with cruelty. And cruelty is very widely defined both as mental and physical. Apart from that, she can file a civil suit for an injunction asking for a non-molestation order.
I always told him that, I can't live without you. My whole life is a wreck without you. And in fact, I made sure that I was trying to draw his attention towards that I am helpless. I need him. I can't live without him. And he has to change. He must change. I need his love. I need his affection, his care. I need him to be tender and kind and sensitive to me because I can't live without him. That is what. So I used to make myself more pitiful, more a sorry sight and all that. In fact, even in my whole, sometimes my whole appearance also, I used to make myself look so sorry so that I would get his pity. I said it had come to that towards the end also that I would even settle for his pity if not his love. Just to make things better.
कभी कभी लगता है कि अगर हम मेघाली के भ्रम को तोड़ पाते और उसे ये एहसास दिला पाते कि अपने दुख को बांटने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, तो शायद हम उसकी लड़ाई थोड़ी आसान कर देते। पर मेघाली डरती थी, लोग क्या कहेंगे। वो अपनी खुशियां तो सबके साथ बांट लेती, पर अपनी लड़ाई फिर भी अकेली लड़ती रहती।
And I went for this meeting, YWCA meeting in Pune, and one of the issues was domestic violence. Then there was this panel presentation, and one of the women from the YWCA of Bombay, she's a lawyer herself, spoke about this. She shared, she didn't really do a presentation, it just came from her heart. I think she spoke about the violence that she had undergone during her marriage, and that she had written a book in Marathi entitled My Life, Your Life. Suddenly, I don't know, something came over me, and I just couldn't withhold myself anymore, and I just, after she finished speaking, I just started sharing my own life. And everyone was really shocked, especially some of the people I've known for a long time in the YWCA and all that. They didn't think that looking at me, and I told them about having 4 daughters and they're doing well in their studies and all that, and they know me, they've known me personally for 4 or 5 years, and they never thought that I was going through that kind of life. They never dreamt, they never had an inkling. Looking at me, they thought I was having a very happy, smooth life.
The levels of violence are so high, including physical violence. Levels of violence are very, very high. And so they have no option but to approach the court of law. There are no other social structures which they can approach. There are no other remedies open to them. So they are more or less compelled to approach the law because it's a reality, because it exists. And unless we acknowledge that it exists, we can't even begin to help these women.
After the sharing of my own experiences in Pune, I felt so much better. I can't explain to you how much I felt. I felt so much better. I felt that a big burden had been unloaded, from my shoulders, and slowly after that, I felt a kind of a purging of my whole self,
माँ जी, माँ जी, माँ जी, मैं स्कूल जा रही हूँ। मुझे बच्चों की टाइपिंग के टेस्ट लेनी है। मामू नहीं आए तो उसे ये किताबें दे देना, उसने मांगी थी। और हाँ, उससे कहना कि अपने भैया के लिए वैजी से दवाइयाँ लेके आए और उन्हें कि खाना मेरे साथ ही खाए।
बहू, जब राजीव ने तुम्हारे लिए आज तक कुछ नहीं किया, सिर्फ दुख ही पहुंचाया है, अब भी प्यार करती हो तुम उनसे? इतना लगाव है?
माँ जी, जिन्होंने मुझे लड़ने का और एक औरत बनने का एहसास दिलवाया, उनसे भला कैसे लड़ाई करूं मैं? माँ जी, मेरे अपने सपने, मेरी अपनी खुशी सबसे बड़ी चीज है, सबसे कठिन पर सबसे आवश्यक। अब आपकी मिखाली एक शीशे में मुस्कुराता चेहरा है और उस चेहरे के पीछे छुपी सच्चाइयाँ। अब मैं भी जानती हूँ, मुझे भी पता है।
I definitely believe that if I had taken that step, final step of separation, I wouldn't be where I am. But that does not mean that I advocate for separation in a marriage. That kind of a victim mentality, I think, should not be there in a marriage, no matter how much the woman suffers and all that. Because once she starts to get herself as a victim, as I used to do, she's going to make herself miserable, and she may not come out of it as I have come out. And thank God I have come out of it with the support of my family, my children especially. I think that has, helped a lot in making me readjust my life and be what I am today.